Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome back to episode 3 of the Mechanicus playthrough. So in the last episodes we decided to help out VDEX a couple of times. He does have another mission for us. It does give us a pretty powerful physical weapon, the one that we had in our tutorial. But we will be up against immortals and these guys and that. It's just a whole lot of extra enemies in a normal difficulty, and we barely got through the last couple of missions. So what I'm thinking of doing is to go with Scaevola, and Scaevola will reward us with something that makes attacks have a chance to miss me for 1 round. You'll definitely give us more Blackstone, which is what we desperately need, and we've got the Omniscient Axe, so I believe the axe we have right now is better. But we're going to go ahead into this. Let's go ahead and launch mission. Alright, so we will grab our guy. I did do the thing where this guy has the scanner, whereas this guy has the claw, and they're just going to work hand in hand because this guy has the ability where Cerviskull probe does damage whenever it scans something. Now these guys cost 2 cognition, so that is good to know, but they do quite a bit of physical damage, so I'm just going to get 2 of each. And we also got the blessings of the Omniscient as well. So yeah, let's start this mission. Tech Acquisitor Scaevola. I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveying alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics of Styges 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Yeah, they don't like each other. Your assertion equals false. Or assertion equals false. If objection concerns offense, go to different mission. Leave you free to do as you will. A dereliction of logic, Scaevola. Macarian 16.4. Watch your brother, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. More scripture. Silva Tenebris evaluation commences. Plus wonders, plus opportunities, plus secrets. Rare chance for discovery / intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Acquisitor. My emotional cores return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval. Gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scaevola? Field operations in person equals suboptimal. Sending tech priest instead equals optimal. First objective, gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acropsis. Commence immediately. Given the reports of the Tomb of Acropsis, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect, Magos. Of course, but first you have to kill them. My talents equal dissection after the fact. I leave the location identification execution to your tech priest, Magos. I trust this will be worth the effort, Scaevola. These are no mere labor servitors we are risking these to. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed, Mag. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well, plus opportunity to study effects of Necron technology on human flesh. There we go, Scaevola. Just the sheer amount of just like, oh, very well. Now, I have been giving this some thought. Since the last mission, I was wondering, like, we can't explore every tomb because this keeps the awakening level. It keeps the percentage rising quite rapidly. And I realized that a lot of these, very rarely, it's up to chance of whether or not they return Blackstone or not. So, these ones are the ones that we probably want to do. Now, we have learned that we can double back on some rooms and it not count towards the awake level. But these are the ones where the Blackstones come in, especially since now I recognize the symbol for Blackstone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just kind of meander through and get there. So let's go to the first room. Any Necrons? Self-preservation versus curiosity. Conflict unresolved. The serious of knowing what purpose chamber serves. The chamber head is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the cohort's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it's the only way forward. Study. Shut down the strange Necron devices. Move to the chamber's control, carefully monitoring the energy levels. That will probably put them at the advantage of the initiative. Shut down. Something could happen, but we could also get Blackstone from it. Shut down. Quick thinking, Magos. When the problem exists equal to, correct application of tech lore equals always successful. Oh, Tomb the Awakenable, but we did get cognition points. The cohort removed the casing at the base of one of the glowing cylinders. The arm radiation that leaks out is perhaps to be expected, but by severing the exposed conduits, the devices are shut down long enough to move through the chamber without suffering further harm. Alright, let's go over here. Yep, we have been detected. Speculation. Tomb possesses autonomous repair, defense, maintenance capabilities. First study equals yes. Have some collected for me, Faustinius. The chamber ahead has suffered damage from the shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. Acquire. Attempt to collect several of the scarabs. It is in how they act as a group that is the greatest insight will be found. This is not the time for such deviation from the mission. Ignore the scarabs. Collect a couple scarabs for study. I know this would go wrong. This will probably hurt us. I'll grab a couple. Governing intelligence, controlling these scarabs, plus fascinating, plus deeply troubling, plus fascinating. Oh! That actually, we were positive. Oh no, it probably also did the... Or is... I forgot the initiative, but anyways. The cohort snatched up a pair of scarabs, placing them in specimen vaults for later study. The other scarabs, evidently reacting to the loss of some of their number, rapidly redeploy across the chamber to maintain maximum efficiency in their work. This shows a great deal of coordination among the tiny constructs. Oh, initiative is... So that was just purely positive. Alright. Alright, we'll go to this next one. Glyphs. Okay, neither of these will work. This will hurt us. I remember about the axe was the one that hurts our tech priest. This, I think it's cognition. No, it did 1 damage. Okay, well, 2 damage to our servitor. That's alright. Yep, extra Necrons in battle. That's actually fine. Oh, boy. The red is scary. Panel control the heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, we can reap the rewards within. Well, we know that this one hurt one of ours, and now it's glowing red. I'm pretty sure this hurts us too. I wish I could save and just decide. I'll pick the red one. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. So yeah, both just didn't work out. Alright. Anyways, doesn't matter. Servitor the servitors. So now we'll go and just collect the Necron samples. So we've got our cognition points. Necrons. Kill all enemies. Okay, let's see. So we've got the Blackstone and reduce the amount of the Tomb Awake thing here. Okay, so I want both of you guys actually to just kind of sit back here. Necrons, I'm just thinking about the range. You can kind of move up here, I think. Oh wait, you go first in this case, so I will have you... I'll have you start here so you can go past this. Because I should have... Sorry, I forgot to deploy it. Oh well. Go here. Up, out of range. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just head on over here. Okay, got the Blackstone. 5 damage. And then we'll move over here, and this should reduce how much this Tomb Awakening level is at. Okay, so that went down. Cervical Skull, I'm going to reveal this guy's statistics. Okay, no defenses. I imagine this is probably the first mission we were supposed to take, but oh well. Okay, this guy should move up, not be in range. This guy should move up, also not be in range. Excellent. Okay, I will move you up here. Let's go ahead and reveal his statistics. Of course. That's the resistance there. Okay, not quite. I'll save that for later, so yeah, we'll just save that for the next turn. I want some cognition because I want to bring in the Servitor and then a Skitari Vanguard behind him. And then with his ability, we start with 1 cognition. So we'll move him up. And no one is in range. That's fine. I'll just leave him there. Servitor, let's go ahead and move on up. And we're just going to hit him with the arm. Okay, that's good. And your turn. I'm going to move you here. And we'll attack the guy who doesn't have the resistance to it. Good hit. Minimum damage, but that's alright. Alright. That should give us a cognition. Yep. Go ahead, take some damage. And okay, yeah. I will. Actually, I'll send you forward here. We're going to go and blast this guy with the Machine Spirit for extra damage. And then we'll move on up and hit this guy with the Power Axe. And let's see. Nope, don't want to use that Cervical Skull just yet. Oh boy, here come the Scarabs. Oh, the Necron Warrior back there. Okay. We need our Servitor, which I'm going to put here. He'll generate a cognition. Let's just go over here so that we can get the cognition. And is it the only way? Yeah, it's the only way. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna blast him with this Machine Spirit. Oh, perfect. That's 3 damage. He is 2 resistant, so I'm gonna go move this guy behind here so he's protected. And I'm going to try to get some more cognition for us because I'm going to need it. I'll end my turn here. You go ahead and kill the Necron. That will give us more cognition. And then I'll move you back here. And turn Servitor did the opportunity attack. He died, but he got us another cognition. That is fine. Here come these guys. Ouch. And acid damage. Darn it. And they're going to repair him. shouldn't be able to hit anyone. Okay. We're going to axe these scarabs. Alright, those scarabs are dead. We'll use the scanner here to get our cognition. The scanner's range is a little disheartening that that's what it is. Who do I want to use this on? Let's reveal their stats. Alright. Only 2 of those guys left, and I'll save that 1 extra damage. I'll move this guy over here. End our turn. Yep, acid damage. That's alright, we should finish him up next turn. Okay. So with this Skitarii Vanguard, I actually will move up here. I will use 2. I'm going to repair this guy. Doesn't get rid of the acid, but hopefully we can get them all done with. I'm going to move over here. This will get us our cognition. And then we're going to hit this guy with this gun. 2 damage. Good. He has 3 health left. All right, we're just going to go on. We're just going to go for it. Machine Spirit. All right, that killed him. That's good. Move him over here. Okay, Skitarii. Oh, he goes last. Okay. This is fine. I can still hit the Necron Warrior with the Machine Spirit plus 2 damage, and this guy can still get around. I wanted to keep the injured guy somewhat back so that he wouldn't be the one to take any hits. This guy, the injured one's fine. Alright. And that's going to go down by 1. Scarabs are probably, repairing themselves. Okay. And now for our thing here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got this. 2 to 3. Yeah, let's do this one. Machine Spirit. 2 damage. And then we're going to use this last one to kill him. And yeah, we're going to do a little detour. We're going to do this to get the cognition that we spent on moving in order to then go right here next to these scarabs. We'll absorb all of the cognition and then hit them with the axe. Get them all? Yep. Okay. There we go. Mission done. Circumstances evaluation. Confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction discorporation. Interrogative. Where do the remains go? Fascination intensifies. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Abandoned. Move on. Hope the next combat will yield usable samples. Archive. Take picked garbs of the damage from the Necron weapons. At least this information be of use. Analyze. Thoroughly search the chamber for any ones that might have been missed by the teleportation effect. Let's do the analyze. Ooh, up by 1, but we got Energia Enhancer. All energy attacks gain +1 damage for 1 round. Interesting. The cohort returned from the tomb, frustrated by the lack of physical samples of Necron constructs. However, the data they've gathered on the phasing out of Necron remains is illuminating in itself. Valuable data present greater than past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusive. Conclusion positive. we know more than we did before this mission. Yes, and this is the optimal amount, is to have a turn go all the 4, because this 2 still is only 2%. So it works out. I cannot say I support your conclusion, Scaevola. Beneficial conclusion itemization follows. Necron discorporation witness. Enemy constructs destroyed is less than is less than 0? Enemy constructs destroyed less than 0. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necrons available for this section increased. My emotional core are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, Tech Acquisitor. They are there to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledge. Your understanding equal approvable. Okay, so we got fully repaired. We didn't cost any Blackstone. We cost some Blackstone because these guys were injured. Got some Blackstone from them killing them. Okay, success. Rewards, axe, that, and more Blackstone. Only go up by 2%. That's good. And new Canticle unlocked because we didn't use a Canticle. The next physical attack will do +3 damage. That will be good. Another one. The next attack will ignore, 2 attacks will ignore all armor. Interesting. Ooh, Taming the Machine Spirit, max Machine Spirit of all weapons. When we get Machine Spirits that do a lot more beneficial effects, this will be a good one. Alright, so we'll go to our cohorts. Alright, well this was a bust. I'm getting rid of that. Let's see. So we can upgrade each of them once. The augmentations. What would I get? So we have 1 damage. Machine Spirit attacks deal +2. Energy enhancers is -1, and if no weapon is equipped, +1 damage, +1 physical armor, +1 energy weapon, +4 range weapon, +15 chance. So we might want to do this. But also, we are starting to get status effects as well. So, what would we get for this? Just energy damage and energy armor. Okay, so, unfortunately, we don't have anything really strong energy damage for that to be worthwhile to continue pursuing down here. Same for Machine Spirit. So, I'm going to get Zealous Materials, just so that we can start repairing. And then I'm just going to do this thing. I am going to have him have 2 of these Kuratio Mechandrites. It's just instant heal. Boom, boom. All healed up. All happy. For you, for disciplines, so we have that. We can collect all cognition points from 1 source. That could be useful. We still don't have too much to spend cognition points except on those Skitari troops. I think what I'm going to do is start working towards auto repair. And since we're getting acid hitting us, I'm going to get cleansing anointments. So that's good. We have the Curatio Claw, which is fine. The damage is just not here for really get to that effect. Oh, this is only 1 target. Oh. I'm just going to give you one of these to also just do a free repair on you at any time. So that's it for the missions. Let's see what Scaevola has next. Another easy. Oh, cognition gauge max size increased by 1. Oh, this is definitely going to be a mission we do. Sactus Canister. Unit gains +2 damage, +3 to movement, +10% critical chance until its next base attack. That's actually pretty useful. Not gonna lie, this is probably the mission, but I noticed that she has one too. Support Kipra in creating a defensive position, and we just get an additional Tech Priest, and we get the Sicarian Infiltrator. I want the cognition first, and then we go for our second Tech Priest. That's what I'm thinking of. So let's go ahead and do that. We have a Necron Destroyer and Flayed Ones. The enemies here. Death mark. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that extra cognition point. Again, we're going to get you and you. You. Not. Oh, right. They use Blackstone to deploy. Okay. So 3 servitors. That's fine. What do we want to do with the last one? The next physical attack will do +3 physical damage. We don't have much weapons of machine spirit, so I think this one. Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to use one of those canticle this mission, because I think the next achievement of not using the canticle for a second mission will get us this to +6. So, anyways, let's get on into it. Reports received from Subdomina Capra. Synopsis follows: heavy resistance, minimal gains, mounting casualties. Confirm yes, no. Correct. There have been setbacks. Our troops have encountered a new Necron warform. Reaction equal delight! Pray, Tech Acquisitor, explain. Enemy warform, provision designation destroyer, anti-grav technology confirmed, exploratory request, file access. Anti-gravitational technology is an area Stygius 8 Magos have requested as high priority. Study of provisional design destroyer plus desirable plus necessary plus sacred duty. And you would be famed throughout Stygius 8 for exploiting this technology. Statement agreement. Request formulation follows. Commence deployment immediately. At least Scaevola is just straight up honest with their motivation. I don't know. I just like Scaevola. I don't want to say love, but I like them. A concentration of Necron destroyers is playing merry hell with our Skitarii units in the Tomb of Ekropt. They are highly mobile and heavily armed weapons platform. Taking them on is dangerous in the extreme. Plus reason to observe them. Our troops possessing such technology extrapolated to conclusion. Greatly increased battlefield effectiveness. I was raised to see that as dangerous thinking, Magos. Put such pity aside for now, Subdomina. Is the cohort ready to advance? They are. I have plotted the likely location of the destroyer units. They are somewhere within this complex. The fortune of Mars be with you. Alright, the works of the enemy. Collect Necron Destroyer specimen for samples. Okay, so that's the objective. All of this, don't want to do it. So I'm thinking we go down here, get these. Okay, because these are where the Blackstone should lie. Moving on. Direct request. Bring it to me. And direct request. The cohort finds the sarcophagus contains a Necron destroyer that seems inert. It may have malfunctioned and failed to respond to the Tomb's awakening protocols. Trash. Destroy the sarcophagus. It will be one fewer Necron to fight. Tag. Mark the sarcophagus location for Skitarii to retrieve what they can. Open the sarcophagus. Try to retrieve the destroyer inside. I'm going to tag this because I know taking would just... First off, I know this is not going to complete the Necron samples mission here. And I know that something's going to happen if we try to take it. So I'm going to tag. A nearby Skitarii unit enters the chamber a few minutes later, but they're unable to open the sarcophagi safely. Boom! Knew it. Instead, they take picked garbs and samples that help describe the Necron's awakening mechanism. +2 cognition points. That was worth it. I knew the other one was, like, would hurt us. I just know this game. It punishes you for being too greedy. Transmission origin equals Necron. Xenos language study opportunity. Request. Study. Hark not to the alien words, lest ye unknowingly repeat them. True when Archmagos Demetrius Halion wrote it. Magos. True today. The chamber is based on constant data flow transmitted by the Tomb's own awakening protocols. This transmission must be of Necron origin. Delegate. Relay transmission to the Cadus Metallicon for translation. Dismiss. Block out the transmission from squad communications and pay no mind. Attempting to code the transmission locally with the cohort's internal cogitators. Normally I would just do the dismiss because of VDEX, but since this is Scaevola, I'm just curious of what the delegate is. The ship's cognitive react with hostility to the alien transmission. The machine spirit of the Catus Metallicon rapidly quarantines the affected machines. News of this reaches the cohort, who react to the near infection of their ship with dismay. Okay, see? You always want to disdain the alien. Alright, let's go here. Let's see if we can get the Blackstone. Glyph, ooh. Okay, so we know this hurts. Oh, this is it. This is the Blackstone. Yes! That's what we're after. We're looking for Blackstone, especially if we're going to be getting a new tech pretty soon. Now, this should not increase the Tomb Awakening. Nope. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Here we go. More Blackstone. Perfect. And then this next one here. This will get us up to 2. Yep. Next one that goes into battle. More Blackstone. Alright. And move along to the next, to the final mission. Let's try to take on this Necron Destroyer. There we go. Intrigue. Most interesting. Not all forms are humanoid. Logging data, plus Centurion form, plus gravity defying. The Xenos show that there are more aliens than originally thought. Text of the oiled cog V12 states, one can verge from the standard form, but one must always retain their humanity or be lost to the men of iron and their ways. Ooh, that's a throwback. I do not mean to diverge from discussion, but what are these Iron Men? Unclear. This text was logged many millennia ago. There's no other reference to them in my cogitators. If I'm correct, wasn't the Iron Men like actual AIs from the Dark Age of technology? If you guys know, go ahead and comment in the comment down below to correct me if I'm wrong about them. Keep focused, brothers. We have new enemy afoot, and we must ensure they do not surprise us with new trickeries. Be alert and focused. Oh yeah, I want to point out with Videx, it's like uncertain. I don't know what this scriptures that I adhere to say, but they definitely are what I listen to. Okay, but you don't understand what they're saying. Okay. All right, destroy the target, and he probably has backup. Oh boy, it's this. Okay, so we definitely want to get there. Uh-huh. Okay. He moves fast. Really fast. Okay. You are going to go here. You are going to go here. And I think that's it. We actually want to start our battle like that. Yep. Necrons are emerging. I didn't move as fast as I thought. Alright. Okay, here the scanner would have been useful. But, actually, because he moves so fast, we won't actually lose that much movement by going for it. So, let's see. If I move here, and then use this to blast him. Oh, useful. And then if we use this to actually move up here, we'll use this cognition point to get this cognition. And then use that to hit with the axe. Okay. That was a good turn. I'll end here. You will generate the cognition for us. And can't quite reach there. So I'm going to use this to absorb that cognition. And let's see. If we move here, we'll be able to reveal the armor on this guy with the phosphorus blaster pistol. Oh, no armor. Sweet. Okay. So he can't move. Oh, he can't move. Let's see, so the next turn, we wouldn't have any cognition to put down the servitor. I'm just going to end the turn. He does repair himself. 5 damage. Okay. Alright. Let's go and throw a servitor right next to him that uses our cognition. Be done. Oh, I see. He has a minimum range. Well, that actually kind of worked out. Opportunity attack. Critical hit. Yeah. Alright. Cognition. Let's grab that. Let's go ahead, come over here to scan. And then let's hit this with Machine Spirit here. 5 damage. I could blast this, but I think I'm just going to keep the Tomb Awakening level down. And then move up, because I think he does have minimum range. End the turn. We repair, because we've got that ability. Go ahead, blast him with the Machine Spirit. Excellent. And then we'll move on up. We'll use our last power axe to hit this guy. 5 damage. And then we're going to use this to repair ourselves for free. It's so useful. Alright, and the turn. Opportunity attack. Critical. Alright, well that's one way to be able to hit us. Ooh. Okay. And here come the Scarabs. And the Necron Warrior. Okay. Oh no! Okay, you're attacking him. Okay, he is doing quite a bit of damage to us. Let's get the repairs begin. Quick repair. Good. Another quick repair. Ah, I love these things. Okay, I'm just going to get this cognition. We kind of need that. Phosphorus Blaster. Let's figure out what your deal is. Okay. And then we can move on up. And then we can use this axe to hit this guy. Alright, then we'll end the turn. Get cognition. Get the repair. Use the Crucio Claw to help repair us even more. Okay. Phosphorus Blaster. I don't need to do it on them. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna blast him. And then I'm gonna use this Serval Skull to go and absorb this. So that we can move on up over here. And hit him with the Power Axe and hopefully kill him. And we did. Now it switches to kill all enemies. Okay, let's move on back. End the turn. Scarab to move up. Necron Warrior. Gonna get a hit in. Alright. Okay, new round. More Scarabs. Okay, I am dropping the Servitor. Another Necron Warrior. Oh boy. Alright, Servitor. On the field. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to use the Servitor to destroy the Destroyer so it doesn't get back up because he goes twice a turn. And then move him here. Use all possible action with units. There's no more. Yeah, I know. Zealous materials repair. Yeah, let's try the Machine Spirit the Scarab. Okay, 2 damage. And let's see. Don't know how far they can move. So let's move him over here. End our turn. We get... So at the start of our turn, we're just healing and getting cognition each turn. I love it. Alright, we'll do another Blast Burst Pistol Machine Spirit to destroy these Scarabs. So they can't repair him. Okay, so... Yeah, I think we're just going to cower behind the Servitor this turn. Those Scarabs are what I'm going to be scared of, but oh well. You move up, you can't hit anything. Yep, you guys move up. Okay, good. They shouldn't kill the Servitor this round. Barely. But that got us another cognition point. Ah, we got 3. Okay. Skitari Vanguard. We're going to drop him in. Servitor is going to go move up. Hit with the machines. Plus 3 damage. Oh, yeah. 5 damage. Nice. And then the Skitari. I'm going to move you here. Let's go ahead and hit him. We'll kill him with the Radiant Carbine. Ooh, nice critical. I'm put him here behind the Servitor. Get another repair. Phosphorus Blaster. Critical damage. I think each repair we do reduces how much Blackstone we have to pay in maintenance repair costs afterwards. I'm going to move this guy up here, and we're going to hit him with the Power Axe just to get rid of these Scarabs and protect our backside here. And this Serval Skull, go ahead and collect cognition. And then we can move on up. Okay, we repair by that. I'm going to use this to... I'll use this to repair him. Okay, he's fully repaired. And then with our free claw, we'll fully heal. And for everything else, I think we'll use this Serval Skull to collect this. Just so that we can have that saved up. And then I'll put him over here. And then we just wait for the Necron to come up. Because we can't quite hit him. Let's go to shoot the Servitor. That will give us cognition. There he is. Okay, we got energy back. Throw another Servitor on the field. And move the Servitor here. Hit him with the Servo Arm. Good hit. Hit him with this blaster. Okay, he's still up. Somewhat disconcerting. We need to figure out what his stats are. Okay. Okay, we'll move over here. Phosphorus Blaster Pistol with Machine Spirit damage. Okay, so he would resist the physical damage. Only have 1, so let's end the turn. Let's blast him with the Blaster's Pistol. We might be able to kill him this round. There we go. All right. I think we did quite well this mission. We got quite a bit of Blackstone. The cohort withdraws from the tomb, having experienced the prowess of the Necron destroyers firsthand. If nothing else, the Adeptus Mechanicus have learned of the stark danger these Necron warforms pose. Anti-gravity comprehension index plus 3.9%. Projected beneficiary equal Stygie error adeptus mechanicus. Projected beneficiary Stygie, which I imagine is his homeworld. Error, as he realized what he was saying. Adeptus mechanicus as a whole. I am focused on matters much closer in space and time, Scaevola. Retrieving Tech Acquisitor's statement of purpose. To perceive the grander picture, to strive to acquire and understand for the benefit of all mankind. Be that as it may, I am more interested in how your studies will help our mission on Silva Tenebris. Platitude mode. Trust in the scientific method, Magos. Platitude mode. See, no cost in Blackstone. We got Blackstone back from him coming back full health. Got Blackstone for all of them. Alright, extra cognition gauge. And this is pretty good especially for a melee builder. So let's see here. So we got 13%. Yep, plus 6 physical damage. That would be useful. Cant of the Remorseless. The next attack will break 2 physical armor. Ooh. Blessings of the Omnissiah. Gain 6 cognition points. Move 400 meters. Tutelage of momentum. Plus 5 movement meter for 1 round. Okay. Well, I think let's do a little bit of upgrading changes here. So this is pretty good. Especially since he's kind of going around hitting people with an axe as our primary focus with him. So, and he has a dodge chance, which hasn't kicked in yet. Anyways, so I think we want to collect all cognition points from one source. Now that we have 5, this actually is worthwhile. What will we get from this? We can get extra health and 1 energy armor, 2 extra health plus 1 energy armor, plus 1 just physical armor, and 2 max health. Okay. Let's collect all sources for now. And then we'll use this to put in here so that we can move around and do a bit more damage. And now you. What do we want with you? Okay, so again, we don't have the machine spirit attacks yet. Negative effects happen a lot. This is either usually pretty useful as well. We did have it that one time. I think just going to go down for the auto repair because, like, this is a good combination. Restore 1 HP at the beginning and then restore 1 at the end. Just double up. So good. The corrupted technology, like, when we get a tech priest who's going to go completely down the Zetterite, this is where we would go with that. But I'd rather get some weapons that do more damage for that to be worthwhile. And we don't really have any weapons that are using cognition, so yeah, we're going to go with cleansing anointments and then go down to auto repair. A lot of mix and matching, I know, but this is what this game is about. So we could actually do the same thing. Huh? I'm thinking here. He moves around a lot. We've got him so he moves. This would make him untargetable, which means I can actually kind of put him up front, and the Necrons can't target him. You know what? I want to try this out. Let's go ahead and throw that on. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, so those are our tech priests. Just curious about Scaevola. Yep, it's a normal difficulty. Find an archaeotech from the previous excavation. Zetterite, Mechandrite. Single target melee attack. Deals 1 to 2 physical damage, and acid deals 1 damage over 3 turns. Now, Don't get me wrong. That's 3 free damage over 3 turns. Problem is, with damage over time, the enemy can still perform for those 3 turns by only taking 1 damage. But also, remember, every turn that passes, the tomb awakens more often. So, these aren't actually as good. This STC fragment, however, all physical attacks gain +2 damage for 1 round. If this is in combination with this, that's actually a pretty good combination. It'll be every 3 cooldown, but that's actually pretty good. But I think next turn we want an extra Tech Priest. It's going to be, you know, eat up our Blackstone, but we also get another unit. So, yeah, that'll probably be our next mission. But I also want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down anything you might think about our playthrough so far in Mechanicus. So, yeah, until then, see you in the next episode.